Hey, I'm Big Sam, and I've done it the wrong way for a long, long time. Uh, if I could go back and sit down with 25-year-old me, what that sounds like a Brad Paisley song. Uh, Look under your bed. No, never mind. That's a different story. Uh, Man, we'd have a long conversation. Not because I've got it all figured out, but because I've made enough mistakes now that I've got some things I can tell him. This is going to be a great, great conversation today. I'm looking forward to it. So back to something I brought up last week. We're going to do some shirts for the next couple of weeks. Some things that are near and dear to me. And by the way, if we're friends and you've got a shirt you'd like to see me wear on the show, send it to me. Inbox me and I'll send you my address. And again, something that I think is cool, I'll wear it. I'll plug it. Today, uh, this microphone just gets right up in the way, doesn't it? But kind of got to have it. Here, Stoked Elite Fitness. For years, they were Stoked CrossFit. They've been friends of mine. I've been a client of theirs for 13 years. 13 years. I know it's hard to tell. Uh, Literally, these people have not only changed my life, they've saved my life. And I say it before, and I probably said it on the show here, on the podcast. I don't make it through my second round of COVID. I'm one of those that I got COVID 4 times. Yeah, I know. My second bout of COVID was bad, and if I weren't in the shape that I were in at that time, I don't know that I would have survived it. Don't know that I'd be sitting here. And I was in the shape I was in because of Anthony and Buffy Stokes at Stoked Fitness, Stoked CrossFit, and all the good friends that I've made there. So plugging them today, got their shirt on. They may be looking at that going, ooh, well, if he needs to wear our shirt, he doesn't look quite like, no, I'm just kidding. Anyway, so if I could sit down with 25-year-old me, I'd know what to tell him. Don't be a knucklehead. End of story. 25. I thought I had time. I'll get serious later. I'll take that shot later. I'll get going in my business world later. I'll influence others later. I'll figure it out eventually. The truth is, eventually turns into years real fast. So if I could go back and sit across from that younger guy, here's what I'd say. I waited way too long on a lot of things. I waited too long to take chances, too long to step up. I was not a leader when I was younger. I wanted to be, or thought I wanted to be, didn't know what to do, I knew what to do, just didn't do it. I kept thinking you need to be ready, you need to have more money, to have more influence, more confidence, more experience. What I learned, you don't get ready by waiting, you get ready by starting. If I could go back, I'd start sooner. I'd take more shots, but I'd take them the right way. I'd risk looking dumb, I know, a little earlier, because time is one thing you don't get back. Once it's gone, it's gone. I'd stop caring what people think. That one there cost me a lot. I'd worry about what people would say, worry about, are they going to think I'm a knucklehead? Are they going to think I'm trying to be somebody that I'm not? I'd quit worrying about how I'd look if I'd fail. Here's the truth. Most people aren't thinking about you anyway. And the ones that are watching, a lot of them aren't doing anything worth listening to. Hard truth is real. You can't build a life based on the opinions of others. You can't build a life based on the opinions of people who aren't building anything themselves. The peanut gallery. Don't worry about them. Do what you know you're supposed to do. Do what the Holy Spirit's telling you to do, and do it. If I could go back, I'd get comfortable being misunderstood. That sounds like an Eric Church song. The moment you stop needing approval, you start making progress. And that's, man, being an entertainer, approval addiction's a real thing. And I've fought that for a long, long time. But when you realize that you don't have to have that approval, then you start making progress. When you think everything's got to be perfect because you don't want somebody to have a bad opinion of you, then you're going to go backwards. You're not going to do that thing that you're supposed to be doing. So, You need discipline over motivation. Motivation will lie to you. Motivation will get you rah-rahed for one time, for 1 minute, 1 second. It'll have you fired up on Monday and gone by Wednesday. Believe me, I've seen it. Discipline, that's different. Discipline showing up when you're tired, doing the work when nobody's watching. It's being consistent when it feels like it's not working. Truth be told, this is a tough area for me. Again, back to fitness, back to my friends at Stoked, and they will tell you that consistency is something I struggle with, both in showing up every day and in my nutrition. I still have to work on that. Still got a long, long way to go. I'm better than I was at times. I'm worse than I was at times. So what separates people isn't talent, isn't luck, it's consistency. And if I could tell my 25-year-old self that, or my 56-year-old self that sometimes, it would be stop waiting to feel like it, do it anyway. Roll out of bed, eat the things you're supposed to eat, get to the gym, bust your butt, get back in shape, do what you're supposed to do. You know what to do. So I choose growth over comfort. Comfort feels good. That's why it's dangerous. That nice, easy place to be. I heard years ago, I heard a story from a Vietnam veteran. He said that they were going through like this burned out battlefield. It was just nasty, hot. And they found this creek. And man, they, sat down in the creek because it was nice and cool. And, their unit was just right there and it was nice. And then finally somebody went, hey, we got to get up and out of here because this is where the enemy will get you when you're nice and comfortable. Look at the story of David. We talked about him a couple weeks ago. He was kicked back on his porch, nice and easy, while all the guys were out at battle. And that's where he saw Bathsheba, and we know, like Paul Harvey's rest of the story. Comfort will keep you right where you are. Same habits, same results, same life. You're not going to do the same thing, get different results. Growth stretches you, makes you uncomfortable. It'll frustrate you. It'll make you question if you're even cut out for it. When you get outside your norm, you will have the most impact. When you get outside your norm, you'll also have imposter syndrome. Man, I have it doing this podcast. I don't have any business doing a podcast. Why am I doing this? Am I trying to be somebody that I'm not? Those thoughts have real world hit my head. The reality is I do have business doing this because this is what I'm called to do, and I know it's what I'm called to do. Do I still fail at this? Yes. When I look back to videos, I go, I could do that better. We're getting better every week. Every time I look at them, I make changes. So we're getting better and better. But I'm not listening to that voice in my head that says I don't belong here. So that's where change happens when you get away from being comfortable. If I could go back, I'd lean into the hard stuff sooner. If I could go back, I'd tell that 25-year-old kid, do the hard things. Don't listen to the voices. Don't listen to the people around you that say you can't. Do it. If you're in a situation where, and this is what we talked about last week, if you're in a situation where the people around you are saying you can't do it, 25-year-old me, 30-year-old me, 45-year-old me, whatever the number is. If you're in a situation where somebody's saying, now you can't do that, you don't have any business doing that, you need to wait till you're ready, you need to wait for this, whatever, and the Holy Spirit's telling you do it, you need to not listen to those people and maybe even either eliminate those voices out of your life or eliminate those people out of your life. And that's a tough decision, I know. And then the last thing that I would tell that 25-year-old me, and this is a hard one, and I learned this the hard way, every fight isn't yours to fight. I know me, I wanted to be the hero. I wanted to be that person that solved every problem, no matter what. Every time somebody attacked me, I wanted to win. I wanted to end it. And I'm going to talk about physically, just emotionally, spiritually, in the business world. Anytime somebody would say something negative about me, I had to change their mind. Well, so what? I felt like I had to respond to everything, every comment, every opinion, every bit of disrespect that somebody had for me, every situation that didn't sit right with me. I thought standing up meant jumping into every fight. But here's what I learned. Not every battle deserves your energy. Some arguments don't matter. Some people, you're not going to change them. Some situations, they'll drain you more than they help you. Some situations aren't yours to even get in to begin with. Line in a Riley Green song, that ain't my damn to give. And I've had to tell myself that a lot over the last couple of years. The situations will drain you more than they'll help you. If you're not careful, you'll spend all your time fighting things that don't move you forward at all. That's the real cost. Energy is limited. You only have so much of it. Time is limited. Focus is limited. You're giving it to the wrong fights. You don't have it for the right ones. If I could go back, I'd choose my battles way better. I'd learn to walk away sooner. I'd stop trying to prove a point to people who weren't listening anyway. Man, I'd stop trying to influence people that weren't going to listen to me and just walk away. Sometimes that may have meant walking away from people in a relationship, from friends, so-called friends, maybe even walking away from a job sooner, walking away from fights in my jobs. The real struggle isn't winning every argument, but it's knowing which ones are worth having. Back to the Riley Green song. Truth is, if it's not moving the needle in your life, it's not worth fighting over. So, I remember being around 25. I had a lot of opportunities in front of me, chances to step up, chances to take on more, chances to push myself. And I passed on some of them, passed on a lot of them. Not because I couldn't do it, because I wasn't sure I should. Maybe even I wasn't sure I could. I didn't want to fail. I didn't want to look stupid. I didn't want people talking. So I stayed where I was, nice and comfortable. Nothing really changed. Same spot, just older. Seems like a lot older now. Stayed in a job where I felt comfortable and coasted for too many years. Or I wrecked the chances that I had in that job by taking on fights that I didn't need to fight. So if you're still standing still is a decision, coasting's a decision, not doing anything is a decision, and it cost you time. Looking back now, I wish I would have bet on myself sooner. Wish I'd done some of the things I'm doing now sooner. Thankful that I got comfortable in my job. Thankful I got uncomfortable in my job where I could move and grow. So don't let that be you. Go get uncomfortable ahead of time. Then do the big thing. Do the thing you know you're supposed to do sooner. Again, if I could go back and this is about telling that 25-year-old what to do. Old adage is one of my favorites. The best time to plant an oak tree was 100 years ago. The second best time is right now. In my life, the best time to have made these changes would have been when I was 18, 19, 20, 25, whatever that number is. That would have been the best time to have done the things that I'm doing now. Second best time to do the things that I'm doing now, and the things that you can do now is right now. Second best time to plant an oak tree is right now. So go ahead, plant that oak tree. Watch it grow. If you're waiting until you're ready, you're already behind. Nobody ever feels ready. Just do it. So if this has hit you, send it to somebody younger than you. Send it to your younger self, your kid. And then, of course, share it, like it, put it on your socials. Y'all know how to do that. Help someone else skip the mistakes that you've made, because if somebody would have told me this at 25 and I would have actually listened, things would have moved it forward a lot faster. And as always, let's grow together. We'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in.